Good morning. Welcome to Bell and Pollock. Our law firm is Bell and Pollock. I'm Gary Bell along with Brad Pollock. We're here to talk to you a little bit about bad faith insurance practices. This is a shorter version of our longer show. You can listen to this one, or you can listen to the longer version of the show, or you can contact us for any questions you have. Bad faith insurance practices. Brad, this starts with when you have a claim, either a property damage claim or a personal injury claim that applies to your own policy. Some of them do. What do the insurance companies, what kind of laws they have to deal with, and what kind of duties and obligations do they have to you as the insured to treat you in good faith?
And these duties are spelled out in a couple different areas. They've been spelled out by a number of our courts, and by the law and by cases, and they're also spelled out as an additional duties or a further explanation of those duties in the statutes. And it's important that you be able to, or your attorney is able to navigate these statutes, look at them, know the people to get in contact with to discuss these statutes, and make sure that the insurance company is following the common law and the statutes.
Right. And so you have to understand the law. You have to understand the law, how the law applies to you. And, a couple of examples are if you're in a car accident and you have medical bills and you have med pay on your own car insurance policy, so that's where it would apply there. And let's say your medical bills are $7,000 and you had to go by ambulance, you had to go to the emergency room, and the insurance company says, we're not going to pay that. But it's covered. Yes, it's covered, but we're not going to pay. So that's an example, a pretty clear example of bad faith. They just refuse to pay. So the statute says that if they unreasonably delay you or unreasonably deny payment to you, then they can be guilty of bad faith, and it's a fact-driven situation, but you need somebody to analyze that for you. Brad, let's cover a property damage situation because I know, and we obviously can't use names, but I know that you've had a unbelievable property damage case about hail damage where the insurance company just explain that.
Well, we call it unbelievable. Unfortunately, it happens more often than you think. The insurance company came out after a hailstorm, and the person's living in a place where there was a wide area where a hailstorm had gone through, and he's watching all these other houses have their roofs being replaced, entirely replaced, and they're having their windows replaced. They're having siding work done. He calls up his insurance company, which was a major or is a major insurance company. It's not a small one. It's a major one. You see him advertising on TV all the time. And he calls up, they send out the estimators, and they say, well, the damage to your house is $4,000. He can't believe it. He can't believe he's only going to get $4,000 worth of repairs to his house when all the neighbors are getting brand new roofs, much more than that. And so he says that doesn't seem right. So he calls them out again. They come out and they say, oh, yeah, we made a mistake. It's $6,000. He can't believe it. He's saying that doesn't make sense. I don't understand that. And you wonder how the estimate goes up, the appraisal goes up by 50%. But the estimate went up by 50%, but he still says that's terrible. He finally had to hire a public adjuster, which costs him money immediately. It's money out of his pocket. And the public adjuster comes in and says, no, the damage to your house is over $150,000. And he looks at that. He sends it to the insurance company. He says, we've got a problem here. The insurance company sends out another estimator who looks at it and goes, we've missed some stuff. We're now going to value the damage to your house at $95,000. You're going, 95? You just went from 6 to 95 that I had to go hire a public adjuster? And what about the public adjuster who says it's 150? And therein starts the litigation and the fight. But it took 3 times and a public adjuster to get the insurance company to admit what it should have known to begin with, that it was at least $95,000 of damages. I can't tell you how many people are accepting the $4,000 first offer. The insurance company, by its own books, is making $91,000, and by any outside public adjuster, independent person looking at it, is making $144,000. They're putting that right in their pocket or keeping that in their corporate accounts, and they're taking that away from you, the consumer. And this is what we call property damage bad faith. And it's something that you can't put up with.
Right. So you can have property damage, bad faith. Understand that. We gave you an example. You can have injury, bad faith, where they won't pay you for your injury claim, like, say, on an uninsured motorist claim or an underinsured motorist claim or a med pay claim, something like that. So you can have either one. But you have the common law, which we cover a little bit more in our longer version of this show. We have the statutory bad faith law. And the tenets, the basic principles, criteria, not all of them, but some of the important ones under the new statutes are your insurance company cannot unreasonably delay payment to you or unreasonably deny payment to you, and that sets the groundwork for a bad faith action. You can call us anytime, 303-795-5900. If your insurance company is mistreating you, if you feel they are, there's nothing wrong with getting a free initial consultation with a free legal game plan so that you understand your rights, your remedies, what you can do, what you can't do, what you can say, what the insurance company's duties and obligations are to you. How simple is that? Just give us a call anytime, come in and see us, or go to our website, championsofthepeople.com. Welcome to our law firm, Bell and Pollock.